face of Paul Mitchell Clean Beauty, Emma Brooks Mcallister. She made a grand debut in Times Square yesterday with the unveiling of a new billboard. The actress and model is joining me right now. She's in LA. Boy, oh boy, what was it like seeing your face on a billboard in Times Square, Emma?
Oh my goodness, it's been one of the most surreal moments that I've ever experienced in my lifetime so far.
Oh my goodness. So how did you and Paul Mitchell get together?
Originally, I just have been using Paul Mitchell for years. Since I was 14 years old, I've always been obsessed with the brand. And then I worked with Cole Chasen, who set me up with Glow Recipe, and we just fell in love. And he ended up connecting me to Michaeline, the CEO of Paul Mitchell, for lunch. And then we all got together and we all just kind of got along really well. And we all wanted to work with one another. I think they really appreciated how close I was actually with the brand initially, and how much I absolutely adored all the products, and how much I actually knew about the products and about how to take care of my hair. And I think that they really appreciated that.
Well, this is right in your wheelhouse, because weren't you at one point thinking about becoming a dermatologist?
Yes. So once upon a time, there was a point in my life where I was dabbling with the idea of becoming a dermatologist, or even so a plastic surgeon. A lot of people in my family are doctors, so I thought I would follow suit. And making people feel good about themselves has always been something that I've wanted to do, more philanthropic in a way. But what I really wanted to do has always been modeling, and has always been more this route that I'm going, which I'm very blessed and lucky to be so successful in, and I'm very grateful for that.
And you have a huge social media following, millions and millions and millions of people. And okay, we're slightly jealous, but you also use your platform for good. And I know that you've been very outspoken about mental health and what it means to you. Why did you want to take on that subject, Emma?
Mental health is played a huge role in my life for a very long time. I have been speaking about it for a very long time, ever since I was a pageant girl back in the old pageant days. But it's just such a serious and important subject that still has not been completely talked about enough, and it isn't really taken as seriously as it needs to be. I think that we're definitely progressing towards that way, and people are starting to become more sensitive to that subject and starting to listen more and be more open-minded about what mental health and it all actually is about, because it's such an in-depth subject and it's so circumstantial, and there's so many different situations and so many different scenarios, and people just need to know that it's okay to talk about how they're feeling. It's okay to open up to people. It's okay to be medicated. It's okay to do all the things that take care of yourself. And I'm really excited that I've been given a platform to be able to talk about it more. Whenever I first started talking about it, I was talking about it on a platform with like only 9,000 followers, and I thought that was a crazy amount of people. And it technically is a crazy amount of people. So just to be able to have the following that I have so naturally is amazing.
And now look at you, spokesperson for Clean Beauty. What exactly is Clean Beauty? Is it hair products? Is it face products? What is it?
Clean Beauty, in a sense, is just clean ingredients, and I would say every beauty product, but in this line specifically, it's all of your favorite different types of hair care. So it's like anti-frizz, everyday, like trying to repair your hair, your leave-in treatments, all with recyclable packaging, but also with ingredients that are paraben-free, sulfate-free, free of mineral oils, just completely natural. And honestly, most of Paul Mitchell's products are very clean, and that's the reason why I fell in love with them. I used to have really bad hair, and that's what saved my hair was their ingredients that they use. And I learned how to have a array of products for the different looks that I wanted to do and what my hair was going through at the time. But overall, this clean beauty line is like the epitome of just
Well,
clean products.
well, you look fabulous. And you were just strutting the runway for New York Fashion Week, which was great. You were in our neck of the woods.
Yes.
And you have your own clothing line. Tell us a little bit about that.
So that Princey was, it was last summer, and it was my first collection with Princey Apparel, and we had just kind of started working with them. It was a very organic relationship. I had found their Instagram profile, and they sent me 2 pieces of clothing, and I ended up just like wearing it all the time. And then we ended up shooting for them, and then we worked with them more, and then we kind of had a connection with them because they are very much so like a family-oriented business. And I had never really done anything like that before, but I really do love fashion, and I kind of have been wanting to do things that are more creative in a sense. And that was that was the first time I was able to work with someone else and like come up with a collection of things that I liked and made an edit in a sense. And I brought in new pieces that they didn't have and picked out some of my favorites and changed some of those, and all the while we're all working together, which is really cool. For me, I work better in that way. And it was just cool to see how it worked out